Hi all. Myself Shruti Ramachandran from the Department of Logistics Management, St. Albert's College Autonomous Ernakulam. Today, I would like to welcome all of you for a session of research methodology. So, first discuss what is research. Actually, any process for the search of knowledge can be termed as research. So, it is an intellectual action with a set of principles to find solution for a problem through the data collection and analysis. So, it aims to advance the knowledge of any firm or any society or any organization. Research is undertaken to discover new facts or to verify the old facts. So, it is a manipulation of concepts to correct the existing knowledge, or research mainly aims to increase the knowledge of a particular area so that we have to collect more data regarding this. Next one, what is the criteria of a good research? The very first criteria is a good research should be systematic. That means it should be in a structured manner with a specified details and should be in a very sequence with a well structured collection and analysis of data. Second one is it helps to carry out the research within the budgeted time and cost. And next one is it should be logical. A good research should be logical so that it can be explained in a proper way with sufficient proof and explanation. Next one is it should be empirical. That means a good research should rely on concrete data and facts that can be verified. Next one is a research if repeated should yield the same data as that once we earned. That means it should be verifiable. That means if we repeat our research after some time within the same conditions, we should earn the same result. So that then only we can verify the research. Next one is a good research should be frank. That means a research should be frank so that the flaws in the research should be verified along with its impact on the research. Knowledge bank. Good research should always be a knowledge bank because it helps to increase the knowledge and so many more data and informations are added to the existing knowledge bank and some data may be corrected after the years pass by. Next, let's discuss what are the important types of research. First one is pure research. Pure research is mainly for increasing, it is just for increasing the sake of knowledge. That means the main objective is to increase the knowledge. So it is also called basic research or fundamental research. And here, the theories, old theories may be verified or new theories may be added to the research. So, through this pure research or fundamental research, we are doing this research for gaining more knowledge so that new theories may be developed or maybe old theories may be verified and it come into a new form. Next one is the outcome of such research may or may not have practical applications. Sometimes this pure research can be used for finding solution to the problems which was faced in the society or by an organization. So, research relating to pure mathematics and research concreting human behavior are examples of pure research. Second one is applied research. Applied research means the research aimed at finding solution for a particular problem is called applied research. That means if you have a problem facing in your organization or if you have some ideas you want to be developed into a new project or something like that, you have to go for this applied research. So here the aim of applied research is to discover solution for an immediate problem or facing the society or an organization. So the applied research is empirical and moreover it is a practical application. So we can say that the theories developed in the pure research can be used here and find solution for your immediate problems. So this is all about applied research. Next, let's discuss what is the distinction between pure research and applied research. So, first one, pure research always generate theories. in applied research, these theories developed in pure research can be used for finding solution to a particular problem. Pure research is always historical, but applied research is always in a current situation. That means we have to give a solution to the current problem. So it is in a modern era. Next one is applied research is undertaken on the basis of pure research. So the basic platform of this is pure research. Pure research studies all types of problems because pure research mainly aims to increase the knowledge. But applied research studies only the problem with practical applications. Next one is descriptive research. Research undertaken for fact finding of a problem is called a descriptive research. That means if you have a problem or if you are facing a situation or if you are facing a specific situation in your organization, you have to find out the exact fact of that problem. Then you can use this descriptive research. So the research has no control over the variables. He can only report what has happened exactly in that situation. So this is all about descriptive research. Next one is analytical research. Analytical research is all about, this is completely based on an existing data. That means the research based on a data or information which is already available within the researcher is called analytical research. That means the data or the information is already available with you and you have to go through a complete analysis on that and you have to rework on that. So you have to develop more theories or more interpretations from that. So this is all about analytical research. Next one is quantitative research. Research in which the phenomenon can be measured in terms of a quantity. That means if your research can be measured in terms of a quantity or you can express it in terms of a quantity, you can call it as a quantitative research. So here, statistical analysis done in organizations are very good examples for quantitative research. So the objective of quantitative research is to develop and employ mathematical models and statistical analysis so that we can get an accurate idea and you can give a clear-cut solution to your problems. Next one is qualitative research. Just opposite to that of quantitative research. That means it is with qualitative phenomenon known as qualitative research. It is all about the motivation research. That means it is dealings with the emotions of the people or the motivational factors. So through interview and observation, it tries to analyze the opinion of the people or try to analyze the behavior of the people which can't be measured in quantity. So all this comes under the qualitative research. So attitude and opinion research are examples of this qualitative research. We have conducted so many researches like the opinion, taking opinion from people regarding a particular issue. So all this comes under the qualitative research. Next one is conceptual research. Conceptual research means it is based on some abstract idea or theory is called a conceptual research. That means a concept is there. The researcher should develop some ideas and more information regarding that. So we are taking the base from a particular concept and developing more and more information for this. So it is conducted by philosophers to develop the new concepts or reinterpret the old concepts into a new one. Next one is empirical research. A data-based research can be called as empirical research. That means primary data is collected and it is analyzed and we are coming to an interpretation. So it is subjected to hypothesis testing. That means empirical research is all about a mode of scientific term of research. So it is also called experimental research because it is done in a scientific way. You have to collect data through primary data collection methods. That means interview, observation and all other methods. Then that data may be analyzed, then come into an interpretation. So it helps a researcher to formulate new theories or comes into new generalizations. So this is all about today's session. Thank you.